Alright, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Jordan Blakey, the Liver Flush Man, here today with another life food recipe. As I've talked about before, life food is food that is raw, living food that contains a life force. A living life force. The energetic auric field of the food. Alright, this is food that contains a living auric energy field emanating off the source of the food. Okay, so these are all considered life foods, what we're using here. Alright, and basically we are going to be making the life food pizza. Alright, this is one of the life food pizza recipes here, and in order to make it a life food pizza with the crust of the life food pizza, we are actually going to use the manna bread. And the manna bread is a live living bread that's made by dehydrating sprouted grains. Alright, so this has got living enzymes, living antioxidants, and life force contained within it. Alright, although grains to some extent have less of a life food, beans and grains have less of a life food, they have somewhat of a life food. So even manna bread is maybe a bit of still the lower level of the life foods as far as for the life force, which is what a life food is. So the life force is a bit less, as well as when you dehydrate foods, you know, it's a bit less as well. And if you're buying frozen manna bread, well, then it might not even really be considered life food at all anymore. The only way to know would be able to take the Kirlian photography, which is a high-powered microscope that takes a look at the auric field at the microscopic level. Alright, special microscopes with special lenses and cameras on it that is able to pick up the living energy field on the food. So that would be the only way to determine how much life force it has versus, say, dehydrating versus the fresh bread versus grain versus, you know, other potential foods to make manna bread with, as well as if it's frozen, which you can basically guarantee there won't be much life force once it's frozen as well. And just so you know, life foods are no cooked food is a life food at all. No matter what kind of cooked food, no dairy product, no animal products of any sort as well, not even all raw living foods, raw fruits and vegetables are considered life food, and this may be no exception as well. This manna bread, like I say, they're even probably all raw foods have somewhat of a life force, but we're talking about, you know, the percentage of life force. And I believe, but I don't know for sure, I did contact David Jubb at one of his websites, lifefood.com, I believe, to email questions about what foods are considered life force, because David Jubb actually does have a Kirlian photography microscope, or had one, or used one in his research, and studied different foods to find out which ones were the true life foods. Alright, so miso as well, it's a fermented foods, and he stated some fermented foods are life foods. The soy product is mostly genetically modified on this planet, so that also plays a part into it as well with the foods. But you can still consider this somewhat of a life food, especially at least with the fermentation. It helps with digestion, so it's still a powerful food. Alright, but kind of the definition of a life food is the food that does actually contain a living energy field, alright, around the food. Alright, so here we go. Basically, you know, so the best way, if you buy the manna bread, which you buy in the store, it's basically always frozen. Alright, so that is not really life food, but it's still a really good bread because it contains a lot of fiber, which is going to clean your colons, scrape it out and clean out with the fiber, as well as the good fiber also helps the stimulation of the production of bile. And the liver produces the bile, and the gallbladder stores and concentrates it up to 10 times its strength. Alright, so the bile is very important for the body for digestion, absorption of minerals, nutrients, and vitamins, as well as the main power behind the immune system of the body. And of course, the liver and gallbladder stones, which most people have on this planet at this time, actually inhibit the flow of the bile in the liver and gallbladder. You can get both liver stones and gallbladder stones. And so, you know, this life food is the kind of protocol you want to be eating before you do a liver flush. And me personally, I did 4.5 years of 100% raw food diet before I started doing liver flushes. And I really highly recommend that kind of sustainable way of living before you do the liver flushes, to truly honor the liver flush for what it is. So if you want to see that video, my most popular liver flush video gives you the basic ingredients of the liver flush to flush out the stones. You could check out there at the top of the screen, there'll be a link to my most popular liver flush video. Alright, and that'll show you how to do the liver flush. But there again, right at the beginning, you know, there's a disclaimer, as well as that I highly recommend doing the raw food diet for 3 to 4 years before doing the liver flushes. Alright, so there we go. There's the crust right there, the crust of the pizza, just like that. And that makes the nice manna bread crust. So the thing about this manna bread here, like I said, if you buy it at the store, it's actually not technically a life food because it was frozen, if it was frozen. And if you make it yourself and dehydrate it, it's more of a life food. And you know, varying degrees of life force in the manna bread. But this manna bread is doesn't have the bad wheat and gluten and anything like that. It's got the good fibers, and it's a living bread. So alright, so there we go. We got the crust down. Now we're gonna put on you know, the layers of good stuff here. So first we're gonna do some miso here. So we're gonna get out some miso, and the miso, of course, is a fermented friendly bacteria. Alright, it's an amazing paste. It's kind of got a salty flavor. It's made from soybeans, and we're going to put a nice layer of that, because this miso here, it's a probiotic, which means it contains healthy, beneficial, friendly bacteria, the opposite of candida, and the kind of bacteria that creates an acidic environment, an acidic body, and acidic intestines, and an acidic body can breed and lead to disease much faster. And they have researched that by watching cancer cells. Cancer cells can grow quickly in an acidic environment, and cancer cells cannot survive in an alkaline environment. So the balanced pH is 7. Anything below 7 is acidic. Anything above 7 is alkaline. So this is going to help balance the acid-alkaline ratios in the intestines, as well as the assimilation of vitamins and nutrients by the beneficial bacteria breaking down the food and helping to digest this life food here. So we got the miso here, and this is a really nice staple of the raw food diet. And then we're going to also put in a nut butter of choice. In this case here, we have organic raw pumpkin seed butter. Alright, the nut butters, all the different nut butters, contain amazing proteins for the body with essential fatty acids. So complete proteins, as well as essential fatty acids that are good for the brain and heart and all parts of the body. But the essential fatty acids, omegas 3, 6, and 9, are good for the brain and the heart, and they help lower blood cholesterol as well as blood pressure. And like I said, amazing source of protein. Alright, and we don't even need as much protein as they once thought we did. Alright, so Here we go. There's the nut butter on there. I'm not sure, as little as you want. Now this here I got reserved here. We're going to put also some nut butter in, but this here is the pizza sauce right here, the Lifefood pizza sauce. We're going to make a sauce with these ingredients, and these Lifefoods alkalize the body, all of them, and this lemon here is highly alkalizing. It's a very alkaline food here. And so this is the toppings we're going to put on the pizza. This is the sauce we're going to make. So let's get making the top of the pizza here. Alright, so we'll move the crust out of the way, and we'll just cut a few of these little red or purple cabbage here, put on the top of the pizza. Alright, nice little amount like that. Give it some nice purple color, which is the crown chakra color here. Then we're going to get the broccoli going here. I'll just make these nice little circles. This is a nice way to make use of the stalks as well. You can juice the stalks of the broccoli. And broccoli contains a lot of vitamins and minerals, antioxidants and enzymes like all raw foods, and but also contains the glutathione, the super antioxidant for liver detoxification. Alright, it's a super antioxidant for the liver, and broccoli contains it, and as well so does avocado. And avocado has got amazing fats for the body, healthy fats, essential fatty acids as well, and this is a good source of healthy fat for building healthy cholesterol, the HDL and not the LDL, the healthy cholesterol, the HDL. Alright, so here we go, we got the avocado there, and this also, like I said, contains a lot of glutathione, one of the top 3 glutathione foods, and as well this helps stimulate the production of bile as well, the avocado. And then the shiitake mushroom here is an amazing mushroom here. It's got amazing healing properties. So make this nice mushroom and avocado life food pizza here with other ingredients too. But then we got the arugula, because I have this left over from my salads and soups the other day, and we're gonna put that on as well, or we can add it to the sauce, whatever we prefer here with that. Just get this lid open. Alright, so there we go, we got all this stuff cut up, and the mushrooms here, yeah, we'll cut up as well, the nice little chunks here. Alright, some more mushrooms. And you know, this kind of pizza, the Lifefood pizza, is really sustainable food. This is sustainable living. This is longevity food. Alright, this is about living a healthy, happier, longer life, higher quality, better quality. And this kind of food makes you choose healthy lifestyle choices. Alright, gets you into a healthy lifestyle with other like-minded people, and all other kinds of health related things such as yoga. Alright, yoga goes right hand in hand with the raw food diet and the life food diet. The life fooders, soon the raw fooders will become life fooders, and the life fooders will become liver flushers. Alright, so we got those. That's a good amount there. So we'll bring the right over here, the pizza crust back over, the 2 nice good toppings on there. There we go. Let's see how you can see that good there. And now we will, let's say, put on the arugula there, which is also a bitter, good for the liver, a bitter green, and a nice spicy flavor too as well. Alright, so give it some nice greens, and boom, boom, there we go. These greens, arugula on there. Then we'll put on, let's say, some of these here, some of the broccoli, organic, preferably organic on all your ingredients. If you eat organic, the thing is you can eat a lot less as well, because there's less toxins going in. And certain foods you don't need to eat as organic as much, like they don't matter as much, and those would be things like the avocado because there's a protective skin there, and most avocado trees are not sprayed anyways because they don't get a lot of bugs and parasites anyways. So certain foods like that you know you can actually save a little bit of money and still be getting basically organic, or at least you're not getting the pesticides and chemicals because the skin is protecting it and you're not eating the skin itself, and it's a hard skin. It's hard to penetrate. Alright, so there we go, we got that and we'll put on a little bit of the green cabbage here as well. The green cabbage helps if any of the green cabbage gets left in the intestines, which a lot of food does. It can take days or weeks to get all the way through, and some of it stays on there. Then the green cabbage ferments and turns into like the Rejuvelac drink, which is the probiotic. This, when it ferments as natural organic life food ferments, it turns into beneficial, friendly probiotic bacteria for the intestines, for the immune system. Now look at these nice raw shiitake mushrooms. You know, we're going beyond raw here into the life food. Alright? David Job is one of the pioneers of the life food. Check out his book, Life Food and the Secrets of the Alkaline Body. Colloid biology. Alright, then we'll get the, here we go, the avocado going. And then finally we'll make that amazing nice sauce here, and of course use your own variations. All this really is just getting you good ideas of what's possible and teaching about what the difference between raw food and life food is, the fine details about the different foods there that can be raw but not life food. There's the avocado. Isn't it starting to look pretty good here, folks? It's pretty awesome here. And look at that, even half of an avocado fills that right up there. So then if it's just you, then you can use your other avocado and make a nice little treat, a little snack with the avocado. What I like to do is you know, you can add some nut butter or lemon juice or olive oil. Maybe what we'll do is we'll just make a nice quick little one here right now. So we'll add a little bit of olive oil in there, and this is a nice little snack on the side. Alright, and then you know, put in a little bit of the Bragg's. Of course you could put in nut butters or miso as well. Nut butter there, miso, but a little bit of olive oil and Bragg's is good because they're liquid and they're easy to get in. And then with a little garnish here, throw in sprinkle on a little bit of the hemp hearts here. Some more protein. There's protein also in the avocado. And the Himalayan sea salt, or sea salt of your choice. Real sea salt. Give it a 72 trace minerals. Electrolyze it, and hydration as well. And then finally a little bit of organic apple cider vinegar as well, just in that little pool there. So you make your little soup with the flesh around the side with the avocado. So there's the little snack right there for later. And now we'll just make the dressing here, and we'll be ready to go here. Alright, we'll go through those little ingredients for the dressing. Quite easy here. I'll just get the blender out here for the sauce of the Life Food Pizza, the Shitake Avocado Life Food Pizza recipe. Alright, here it is. Boom, there, and let's just get some ingredients going for the sauce here, right, folks? So first here, we'll just move this over so you could get a better look here what's going on up here. Alright, here we go. We got the organic cold pressed extra virgin olive oil. Alright, here we go. We're going to put in some of that to your liking here, depending on how much sauce you want to make. And if you make too much, you can always save it, put it in the fridge, and use it, of course, for dressings the next day, or part of your soup or whatever you want to use it for. We're going to put in more of this raw pumpkin butter here, or nut butter of your choice, like I say. But if we're sticking to the life food thing here, which I'm trying to teach and learn about and promote, well, from what I know is one nut in particular that I know of right now, the cashew nut, is supposedly not a life food. All right, that one doesn't have much of a life force, or if any, and it degenerates and molds easy. But I don't know for sure. That's what I hear. You know, the only way to know, like I said, for sure about some of the possibilities is to test it yourself by, you know, getting access to a microscope with the Kirlian photography on it and actually finding out the truth, right? So I try to document and research as much of the experiments I do, such as, you know, ingredients that can potentially dissolve liver and gallbladder stones in the body, in the liver and gallbladder, as well as kidney stones. I did experiments on that where I did the liver flush, got the liver and gallbladder stones out, and then immersed them in, one was lemon juice, one was kombucha mushroom, the friendly probiotic beneficial bacteria longevity drink here, structured water. Alright, here we go. We're gonna also put some of this in. That's gonna make this sauce a probiotic sauce with that more beneficial bacteria as well. The miso will as well, but this is considered big time a life food right here. The kombucha mushroom. That's a living mushroom with living enzymes that go in the water, and the mushroom structures the water as well and gives it that probiotic friendly bacteria, right? So I just put in the dandelion greens there, which is, you know, one of the top liver herbs, support herbs for protecting liver cells, restoring, rejuvenating liver cells. And again, a little bit of more salt, and as you're putting in, you know, just think of the amazing trace minerals going into sending the love into it, as well as some more apple cider vinegar for this, same with the little snack we made with the avocado. Apple cider vinegar, which contains a high concentration of malic acid, which can dissolve liver and gallstones. So if you want to learn the 4 drinks I highly recommend for dissolving liver and gallstones, as well as your 3 to 4 during your 3 to 4 prep diet of the raw food diet, before doing a series of liver flushes, I'll tell you those drinks right now, and you can watch the video. The video will be at the top of the screen right now, and it'll show you the actual video proof of lemon juice dissolving liver and gallstones, apple cider vinegar dissolving liver and gallstones, as well as the kombucha mushroom. Like I said, the kombucha living probiotic mushroom that dissolves liver and gallstones. And one more ingredient that dissolves it, I'll leave that to you, but watch the video and build the suspense for you on that one, right? And then here we got some ginger as well. So ginger is an anti-inflammatory, antimicrobe, antibacterial, antifungal, antiparasitic. Alright, any kind of anti-inflammatory powerful ones like the ginger are really good for people with diseases, including fatty liver, fibrosis of the liver, and cirrhosis of the liver, as well as cancer. But it's an anti-inflammatory, and all those liver diseases cause inflammation of the liver, which leads to scar tissue forming. This is going to help reduce that inflammation, alright, and cause less stress on your liver and cause less of the swelling to happen, alright, which is going to cause that scar tissue. So we put in with that there, and then we do the lemon, highly alkalizing lemon. As well, lemons have more than a dozen different kinds of antioxidants, high amounts of the antioxidant vitamin C, and like I said, it alkalizes the body, which is, of course, you know by now, that's the good pH of the body. It keeps disease away, keeps you healthy, keeps all the organs working. The organs are considered the soul of the body. So when you have all your organs working, then your soul is free, flourishing, you know, healthy, and feels that inner peace and freedom. Right? So there we go. We got the juice of one lemon, one fresh, preferably organic, and there's lemon. That's going to give it a nice sour, creamy kind of flavor as well. And we'll put in a little bit of those hemp parts we had, and of course at the end too we can sprinkle some on there for nice good looks. We got the protein, essential fatty acids. Alright, we got basically everything in there. I think the last thing was a bit of Bragg's to go in here with the liquid amino acids. Amino acids are the building blocks of life. Alright, so there we go. We got the sauce there. Looks like it's going to be more than enough for just this pizza. Let's get it going. And you want to look for consistency here, and of course you can change the consistency very easy by adding, you know, different ingredients. This is a little bit too liquidy for me, and I just noticed also I have these extra shiitake mushrooms, these 4 here, so I'll put those in there too to help make it a little bit thicker. And what else? We could throw in a little bit of this green cabbage as well to thicken it up as well a little bit. So you can, you know, decide how thick or thin you want your sauce. All right. So there we go. Boom. Got in some more of that. Thicken up the sauce a little bit more, and then we'll fire up and see if that's the consistency. And we'll just finish her off with a few extra garnishes here. And we got our amazing Lifefood Shitake Avocado Lifefood Pizza here. Alright, so let's get this blended up. Alright, let's see how we're looking. Yeah, looking pretty good there. Alright, so here we go. We'll get a nice close-up here of this one. Final dressing here. We'll zoom in even. Alright, won't zoom in. Alright, here we go. Alright, let's thinking loving thoughts for the planet, all people, that everybody's nourished, and that everybody gets the proper right amount of nutrients for their specific body type, and that are revitalized with life force, the life-giving force of nature, the life force that's sustainable for our planet and the future of the planet and the future of our kids. And final garnishes here on this one. You know, I really love putting the little cherry grape tomatoes, but I have none right now. And I'll just put on those, boom, hemp parts, and one more little couple loving thoughts of the trace minerals and electrolyzing. And that's about it. That's the pizza there, and you know, there's the sauce on top. And you can do it however you want. You can put the sauce above the miso and nut butter and then put the other stuff on top, but this helps all hold it down as well. It holds all the leafy loosey stuff down, so when you cut your pizza slices, it's almost like a pie type thing, and that way, you know, nothing kind of falls off. This keeps it all down and stuff. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. I mean, if you want to give it some color on the top, now that